fuck is going on?
I can be the same ones not doing shit. Hey nigga, is you lazy or is you scared to follow dreams? I know you gotta have one. The opportunities be in your face, you gotta grab one, nigga. But while you're bullshitting, I be wood gripping, getting wealthy. On the road to riches, God help me. I holler at y'all niggas when I see you. Wouldn't wanna be you cause you fear what I don't. See, this here's what I want, so I'ma get it poppin'. I'm rocking despite the obstacles. Look, my nigga, what you call impossible is possible. Hey, tell my niggas keep their heads up. We made it too damn far just to give it up. And we way too strong. This is a song for the Ville. Yeah, yeah, and baby, don't cry. You know I'm coming back. I did this for the city, gotta get up on the map. And I know we gon' shine. This is a song for the Ville. Yeah. I thank the Lord for my many blessings. Though I'm stressing, I know it's temporary. Staring at my granny obituary. She almost made it to 80 before they buried. Damn, can't even tell you, I'm sure I'll make it to 30, cause you never know. Sometimes life takes a turn for the worse. Is you holding on the wheel or did you let it go? Heaven knows I'm trying to hold on. So every night I pray and hope my life.
Yo, what's good, C? What's good, C? I had to restart the stream for a second, dog. I had to restart the stream for a second because I realized I had clicked the wrong shit before I had started up. So I just had to restart right quick. But what's good, C? What's good, Mo? What's good, Feet Spit? It's a different name right there, gang. That's quite a peculiar name right there, fam. It's kind of odd, but what's good though? What's good? I'm about to peep the Discord, and Noah sent a question in right before I even started the stream, so I'm gonna peep that as well. But there's a bunch of shit I did not have yet to peep in the Discord because I missed it last stream. So we're gonna peep that. Then of course you see the title, you see the thumbnail, you see the notice already. We're gonna do a Westbrook and PG breakdown against the Suns, and they cooked them niggas, bro. They cooked them like bad. Like they was down 40 at some point. The Suns was down by 40. And mind you, the Clippers had no Kawhi and they had no James Harden. And the only person the Suns missed was Yusef Nurkic. That's sad if you ask me, bro. If I'm a Suns fan, I'm scared. You know what I'm saying? If I'm a Suns fan, I'm scared. Because how that shit looked right there was ugly. How they got dogged was ugly. How they humiliated them for practically the first 2-3 quarters was just wow. It was just bad. It was just terrible work. Terrible work right there. So we gonna peep that. We gonna see. We also gonna whatchamacallit, break down Anthony Edwards' 50-point game. I seen he dropped 50, but you all know why I'm not gonna break that down. You all know why I'm not gonna break that down. They played against the Wizards. They played against the Wizards, gang. They played against the Wizards. I had to pause the music. They played against the Wizards, all right? So, yeah. I was like, he dropped 50. Oh, who guarded him? Corey Kispert? No.
With all due respect.
Corey Kispert. Anthony Edwards. Who's your help defense? Who's your back line? I don't even know who the fuck their back line is. Jordan Poole? Kyle Kuzma if he played? Denny Avdia is your back line? So it's like, oh, that's why he scored 50. So I don't even need to watch that to see him just cook a bunch of people who just really can't really fuck with him when it comes down to that. Right? Not even just him, the entire team. You know what I'm saying? Because defense is a team thing. And they just do not have the unit to be able to stop that. So if you want to go for 50, go off of 50. So it's literally as simple as that. I literally seen, I was like, Washington, oh, let me go see this Clippers game. Russ, by the way, had 16, 15, and 15. If he really kept his foot on the gas, he could have really had a 20-20 game. But basketball is a game of runs. And the Clippers started off hot as a motherfucker. Like, when I say hot, I mean hot. You know what I'm saying? They was on the burner. And they, of course, was playing great defense as well, like both sides. And so what ended up happening, they got up by like 40, 35. And then the Suns had their little run in the second half. And Russ already had a good bit of that stat line where he was already at like maybe 14, 13, and 15 already. And then the Suns went on their run. You know what I'm saying? It kind of tapered off. But just the momentum of the game, 15, 15, and 15, or 16, 15, and 15 is still crazy tough. Like stupid tough. You know what I'm saying? So I had to peep that, bro. I had to peep that because the Russ slander, the Russ disrespect has been going on way too long, and he's still effective. He's still productive. And you seen when he was hurt how the Clippers got worse. So, is it right to think about driving literally always attacking the front foot in the opposite direction of where the defense is moving? I would say that you shouldn't always. You're probably thinking too much on driving alone, right? To where if you're always thinking top foot, top foot, top foot, you don't always have to attack the top foot because sometimes you got a person you already got the foot speed with, and I don't need to force you to literally flip your stance or flip your base or anything like that because I could just beat you this one way. If I use other ways of deception, maybe I slow down and I use a quick move to get to this side where I have space to turn the corner. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't always have to attack the top foot. You know what I'm saying? You're going to miss out on a lot of opportunities. And so it should just be specific to the person that you're going against. I don't know why my camera went in and out like that for a second. I really seen that shit on my screen too. But yeah, it shouldn't really be like every single person, top foot, top foot, top foot. You just got to understand your defender. Then that's going to justify your move. Yo, what's good, Samuel? And I'm going to answer Noah's question at the start of the stream. Let me see. Let me drop it in the chat. Let me drop the Patreon in the chat as well. Let me boom, put that right there. Pin that in the chat, by the way. And like I told y'all before, I'm going to have some, or I may even just throw this in with this question. He said last time I was on stream, talked about how many skills I should train in one training. What do you consider being a skill? I mean, essentially, skill are just the more broad areas. It's just pretty much shooting, dribbling, finishing. I mean, you could throw defense in there. And now, how do you mix that in with what you're actually trying to improve on when you get into a game? Like the certain ways you attack. Are you trying to work on your shooting in spot-up situations? Are you trying to work on your shooting in handoff situations? Are you trying to work on your finishing on your attacks, right? And so, like, even if I'm just trying to work on finishing and attacks, I may not do a full-on attack every single time I go and drive, or every single time I'm in a workout, right? To where I'm going from a three-point line to the rim. I may just go from the mid-range to the rim. Like little things like that, little details, little ways as to which you could break apart these different skills, and just I think you may probably be thinking of it too hard. You know what I'm saying? You're thinking about it a little too hard. You think about it a little too much. And so it's really just as simple as those components and where do those lie within the offense. And so I'm gonna start on the Patreon, by the way, on the Patreon. I'm going to start having full workouts by the week where it's going to be a breakdown on one skill, a workout on the same skill, and then a weight room workout on that same skill every single week. And it's going to be things as to which all y'all could really apply, right? I'm not going to try to put a bunch of bullshit on there like step backs and all this other stuff. I could in time, but y'all really don't need that. And so if you really want to improve your catch and shoot game, if you want to improve those general skills that you'll need as a player, so not just say shooting off the catch, but also how do I play defense? How do I move on defense? How do I make these certain reads? How do I build this instinct? How do I take the stuff I'm talking about in this film breakdown, understand what I need to see, and then how do I go train it and how do I go actually apply it, right? So that I could be able to be prepared for these situations when I'm in the game. I'm going to be taking y'all through that entire process, and that's what's allowed me to get better. So I'm like, okay, let me take y'all through that same process as well. So let me see. I already spoke on that Anthony Edwards breakdown, but yeah, he had 50, but it was against the Wizards. It was against the Wizards. So I was like, is it really that deep of a 50? Because it was probably just stupid easy. How do I become the best shooter I could be? I literally recorded an entire shooting workout this morning when I went to go hoop and I went to go work out. So I'm going to be posting that on the Patreon soon, along with the film breakdown and then a weight room workout. So if you really do want to improve your shooting and have really structured workouts when it comes down to when you get into the gym, the Patreon is the wave. I'm trying to tell y'all. I'm really about to lock in when it comes down to that. So even you're going to see me stream for a little less time. I may even stream a little less so I could be able to do more on the Patreon and put more videos up there. So I could teach those people how to apply directly all these little skills and nuances. So that is definitely the wave if you're trying to improve your ability to shoot. So I'm going to be dropping a lot of workouts, a lot of gyms, a lot of shit when it comes down to that. And it's going to help y'all expedite the process because I always tell y'all to form shoot, right? But I ended up realizing that there's a way as to which you can expedite the process of shooting without having to form shoot for 3 months, right? It's just about growth. It's about growth. And so how do you go about that? How are you able to essentially progress through shooting in terms of your numbers and your efficiency? I'm going to teach y'all the mental components when it comes down to that. This literally going step by step, step by step. How do I start making my fakes obvious that they're fakes? don't try to intentionally fake. You're probably consciously trying to throw fakes in there at all times. Don't try to go in the lane and whatever and do a fake. You know, if it feels called upon to do a fake, let go, right? Let go. Stop trying to be conscious with every single move that you do, because you got to trust your subconscious to be able to make those fakes when they're called upon. Because basketball really is a subconscious game. You don't have time to think. So you just have to get in these certain situations, and if you feel as though that's the way to go, you act upon that feeling. It's an intuition. It's that gut instinct that you need to be able to trust when you play basketball. And if you don't, it's going to be tough to play the game, because the game goes too quick. The game goes way too quick. How much is the Patreon? $7 just for the breakdowns alone. Just for only the breakdown portion, $7. But if you want to get the breakdown, the workouts, and then all that stuff, $13 a month. And it's gonna be, like I said, 3 videos up there a week: a breakdown, an on-court workout, and then a weight room workout. So you'll be getting 12 videos per month. 12 videos per month. I thought it was like Hezzy floater. Nah, not particular moves. That's not that. It's not particular moves. Yeah, multiple tiers as well. So you could go up high to $23 tier US dollars. I'm speaking US dollars. $23 US dollars per month and then there's more amenities within that. So if it's 23, I would DM you constantly throughout the day on top of whatever is also there. And then I'm pretty sure, did I throw in building a schedule? I might have put that in there as well. Then the next one, we do live calls. I'll do a one-on-one live call. And then that one after that, the Kobe tier, Mamba Mentality tier, $81 a month for 2 live calls per month. And the one before that for 1 call per month is $45. So you choose discipline or regret. You choose. I got all the gems on there. But let me get to the Discord though. I'm just going to literally go down through the channels. Also, let me get some water. Hold on, what the fuck? Hold on, let me. Let's get to this though. Let's get to this. So, Buddy said, should I get rid of my thumb flick? Because many people said to get rid of it because I got a consistent jump shot already. If your jump shot is already consistent with the thumb flick, why take it away? If it has a negative impact and negative effect on the results of your shot, take it away. Meaning that it's always pushing your shot to the left, or it's affecting the backspin of the ball, right? Then I would say, okay, you got to get rid of it. I shoot with a thumb flick. You see, Dame shoots with a thumb flick. Kyrie, I'm pretty sure, has a thumb flick. It just depends on you and if it negatively impacts your shot. So you gotta see that. And if it's already consistent with it, then why get rid of it? I don't know if you meant to say that it's not consistent, but I don't know. But yeah, there's really no point to. I got a question in this clip is how could he have got the layup off? I usually see Braun turn the shoulder. Would that work on this? Wait. Sports Center posted this? What the fuck? Wait. What the fuck? Wait. I saw the tag. I was like, wait, that's not my fucking tag. Hold the fuck up. Wait. I did not. Wait. What? Hold on. I gotta check this shit for myself. When was this posted? How long ago was this posted? Because he just sent this. Did they post this shit a while ago? Because I remember they DM'd me for this video. But I just never thought, I never think they ended up posting it. Let me see if I could just find this shit right quick. That's wild. I didn't know they actually posted this. Let me see. Oh, they did post it. They posted that shit a minute ago. Oh, I didn't know they actually posted this shit. That's wild as fuck. I didn't know they posted it. I seen the app right here, but He said, how could he have got the layup off? So let's go to the end of the clip because that's what he's talking about. The thing is this is the type of defensive plays. By the way, what's good, bro? What's good, Leo? What's good? A English buddy. What you mean English buddy? You thought I was speaking a different language or some shit? But he was talking about the end of this play. And so essentially, do you even get the layup off or do you just swing to the wing? Because you see he's already got damn near 2 feet in the paint. Right? And if you swing this here, that's 4 steps on a closeout, good velocity of a pass. That's an open shot right off the catch, right? And if not, you'll force his teammate now to then step over, swing to the corner, shot, right? You should be able to get a shot off. And so essentially just seeing him stopped right there should tell you he's already committed to you, right? Because if he was committed to the person on the wing, that means he'll step in and then go right back out, right? But since he's dead in his tracks right there and then, he's committed to the drive and he's ready for it. So essentially, it's not. He's got to make that read and say, "Okay, let me throw this. Let me throw this to the wing." So, we broke from England. Oh, okay. I was about to say, how do you train skills efficiently? You hyper focus on them. You hyper focus on the skills, meaning that when you get into the gym, you work solely on that skill and not try to work on abundance of skill and try to be an all-around player, because a team is supposed to be an all-around team, meaning they're well balanced across the board. It's not supposed to be one player that can do everything, right? You look at all teams, they all have each player who is a threat at something. And so what that allows everybody else to do is simply focus on one part, get really good at that, and then another person does their part, then the other person has their part. It's like a job. It's like, say, even a factory. One person may be working the buttons, another person may be working the actual putting the stuff on the fucking factory lines and shit. But like the other person's doing this, and then they all get really good at these separate pieces. And they all come together, and it gets more efficient. I heard literally just speaking about this now. Just heard about this like a couple of days ago, but I think it was like Smith and Wesson, right? It was a gun manufacturing company, and then when they first started, what they had people do is that each worker would make their own gun, like from the barrel to the hand to the handle to like all these little parts, right? One person would put each part together by themselves, right? And so what ended up happening in time is that they realized, what if we just had one person work on the trigger, one person work on the barrel, one person work on the handle? Like, I don't really know all the different parts, but I'm just trying to say this shit off top. But what if we had each person work on a different part, and then we started producing that way? And the second they started to do that, they went from like, say, making 100 a day where everybody will just make one themselves, to then making like 6x, like 10x, making exponentially more like as time went along, because they realized it allows us to be more efficient if you have people to specialize on one portion, right? And then you bring it all together, and then the thing in itself is a higher quality, instead of having one person be good at assembling all these pieces and making it all together. So I just heard that like literally 2 days ago. But yeah, kind of compares to this. So like, you want to get good at one thing, and the team in itself everybody should come together and be good. Will the stream be without, now peep this, or y'all gotta understand this? We'll see. I don't know. We'll see. Is diet important? Diet is probably literally up there when it comes down to, let me put it like this. When y'all are younger, right? When you have a faster metabolism, you don't realize how important diet is. So you could be able to eat all this bullshit and still be able to go hoop and not suffer as much loss and damage to your body. But as you get older, as your metabolism slows down, as your body needs more nutrients, needs more food and whatnot, so that it can be able to have enough energy and be able to rebuild and whatnot, then you're going to begin to realize how important nutrition is. And even if you do it from a young age, you'll be so far ahead of your competition, because it still doesn't change the fact that the processed stuff is bad for your body. It's just that it's easier for your body to process it because your metabolism is faster. But you're going to get older and realize, oh shit, I really need to focus on this. But if you do it from a young age, you're going to be going off. You're going to be going dummy. How do I increase my range? I'm pretty strong for my weight, but my range is short. And I know some guys that are the same weight as me, but not as strong as they can shoot farther. Because shooting for range is about strength. Look at Caitlin Clark. She could shoot further than NBA players. Even if you gave her probably NBA ball, right? She could shoot from range just because she has good fluidity. She knows how to transfer energy. She knows how to transfer strength throughout her body so that she could be able to shoot from that range. A lot of people think I got to get stronger so I can be able to shoot further. But shooting is a full body motion, right? Going from your from your toes all the way to the tips of your fingers. And you got to learn how to transfer that energy throughout your body so then you can get the ball out and then into the rim and be able to do so consistently. So it's a fluidity thing. It's an energy transfer thing. How do I improve my fluidity then? I'm at fluidity. There's drills that I would usually do that works on fluidity. And I may even, I was thinking even having a fluidity workout on the Patreon for that. So I don't know. I might, but I'll see in time. It's like little understanding. Let me tell you this concept in itself, right? The drills I'm going to keep. But I'll tell you this. Fluidity is your ability to understand that the ball has to move in sync with your body. Meaning that if your body is down and you want to go up into your shot, the ball can't go down as your body goes up, right? They have to all be in sync. So the ball goes down, the body goes down. The ball goes up, the body goes up. Or if your body is already down in the base as to what you should already be in, you just only go up, right? You only go up. So that's what fluidity is. Understanding that the ball has to be in sync with the body. How do you feel about the Rockets being y'all last? Last time I checked, we're going to the playoffs. We're going to the postseason. So, it don't really matter to me. Y'all about to go to Cancun. Fuck you talking about. Y'all about to go to Cancun. Y'all about to go to Ibiza. Y'all about to go to St. Tropez. Y'all about to go to Turks and Caicos. Y'all about to go to the DR. Y'all about to go to, again, Cayman Islands. Y'all about to go to Mexico. Y'all about to go to Europe. You about to go to your couch, your back porch. Fuck you talking about. You about to go home. You about to go back into the gym by yourself with your original trainer from high school. Y'all not going to the postseason. We going to the postseason. I'm buying postseason tickets. I'm going to the playoff game. Y'all doing nothing. Doing nothing. That's it. I don't mind it. 2017 Russ, you should peep and break down. That's a summer breakdown right there. That's a summer breakdown. Do you not get enough money from YouTube or IG? It's not that. It's because the way as to which I'm putting out content in these different facets and the way as to which these systems do work, because it's all an algorithm about audience and whatnot. Whatchamacallit? The way as to which I gotta deliver those messages for these certain concepts will necessarily work with the way as to which I've already structured my content and my Instagram and all this other stuff. And so if I'm going to continuously invest more and more energy, I got to be able to get more stuff out of that as well. And so I could really be able to focus on this group and this community of people to where I could continue to also further my independence as a person, so I can continue to give more back to y'all as well. So it's a transactional thing to where y'all help me, I'm able to get some money from out of this, and I help y'all with all the knowledge as to which I'm going to continuously exert myself to give y'all, right? And things as to which I would even show y'all, because all I really do is just the breakdowns. But if you want to learn how to apply these other things, then that's another level. So who you rooting for, man? What you mean rooting for? Rooting for as in a championship, or just rooting for like as a fan of a team? Y'all playing the Bucks twice in 76ers. That might be 3 losses. Y'all in the play-ins. Peep the standings. Oh, we'll see. Nigga, you over here speaking negativity, man. You over here speaking negativity. We good, bro. But whatchamacallit? Where else are we in this? Let me see. Let me check anything throughout these. Hold on. Buddy sent this. That shit just be so tough. That shit be so tough. Them plays is like, yo, why you keep skipping? Stop. Bro, you just said stop asking dumb questions. We trying to get better. I ain't skip no comments, bro. I already seen it. There's just no need to talk about it. What is there to talk about, bro? What is there to talk about, gang? But let's go back to here, though. But boom, hold on. I'm in my room for the workout. Work on my handle. Bet that. Somebody has said Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. All I got to say is there's a reason Caitlin Clark is going number 1 and Angel Reese is going like number 4 to 7. That's all I got to say about that. High school. Somebody had a question right here in high school. Did I miss the chat? Let me see if I make sure I got everything down here in the chat as well. But boom. All right, Pete this. He said, anyone got any advice for international players for scholars in America play at the next level? 14 still got playing confused on playing stages in the U.S. I tell y'all this all the time. I don't know too much. I got to educate myself when it comes down to this when I get some time. But like I said, make connections, build relationships. Make connections, build relationships. That's all I can say. It's the best thing y'all could do because it's going to be other people who get you to where you want to be. And you got to at least meet those people and show them what you could do. Comment after that. Yeah, you're still trolling. Peep jump shots. Yeah, I'm going to peep in a second. I'm literally just going down the line. So once I get to jump shots, I'll see jump shots. Mind the Game podcast, that's your lane. It still is my lane. Mind you, it still is my lane. It's just that I want to be able to provide more services to people who want to get better with the knowledge as to which I have, but I can't really put because the lane that I'm in just with this in itself. You know what I'm saying? So I want to be able to like directly help those people get better. Right? I want to directly help those people who are in the Patreon, like who really do need that one-on-one coaching. I want to be able to at least provide that service for them instead of just continuously just like kind of going about what I do. I want to continuously expand because that expansion, that's growth. And you know what I seek on a day-to-day basis? Growth, which is ultimately key. So, got any videos of dribbling? Like me dribbling? I got any videos of me dribbling? Hey, I ain't gonna lie, DLB, bro. You out here trolling, bro. We gotta lock in, bro. We gotta lock in. Where was we at even in here? I struggle being my first defender. I think I already responded to this before. I think it's these two down here. How can I stop defenders when they are driving fast break? Stopping someone fast break first and foremost is already a tough thing to do. They going at you, and you're going back. So that's already a tough thing to do. One. So we got to understand that. That shit's already tough in itself. I played a game today. I got like 6 points scored on me. Do that. This Euro step will ignore my presence when I stepped in front of him. I mean, I would say you got to try to stay in front. And when it comes down to ultimately contesting, it's just hard to stop a person one-on-one in a fast break. Like that's probably the most vulnerable position. But if you're gonna contest, I got a clip of PG in the breakdown, but it's how he's gonna be able to go up and contest the shot and move backwards with the contest. So they still see you and they think they're gonna get contact, but since you're going back, they're not gonna get contact and they're gonna see you. So they may even be off balance in the air. So that may be able to help. Try to just get vertical and jump backwards, right? Don't jump into their body, jump away in the direction that they're moving. So you could be able to have a contest that you don't foul with. So, yeah. How can I make good on off-ball reads and on-ball? On-off-ball reads. Or you mean off-ball reads and on-ball reads? I would say prioritize first and foremost. By the way, what's good, Jordan? What's good? Prioritize first and foremost the off-ball reads because 80% of the time you're going to be off the ball. Do y'all even understand that? And if you're a point guard, it may be like 65. So that means a majority of the time you're going to be off the ball. But yet, as hoopers, you spend all your time worrying about what you should do on the ball. Doesn't make sense. It really doesn't make sense. And it's no wonder why someone like Curry comes into the game who mastered the off-ball stuff, who's really mastering, like continuously getting better at it, and no one just knows how to guard it, right? Because as a defender, you've never guarded it before because everyone always worries about having the ball in their hands. No wonder why he's taken over the game. So worry about the off-ball stuff, and then the on-ball stuff. You probably made stuff already fall in line because you're not so worried about what you're doing on the ball. It allows you to balance out your focus, right? It doesn't put so much weight on when you have the ball and may just allow you to play the game in a flow instead of playing it according to your own thought. So I would say, one, if you really do want to get better off the ball, that's going to be the Patreon shit I'm going to be working on each and every week. I'm going to show you how to make the reads, how to apply the reads in the workout, and how to train your body so you have the right the physicals, meaning you have the balance, you have the strength, you have the functional strength, so you can be able to do those exact actions. So if you want to do that, go ahead and do that. bro, I don't know what be going on with Buddy, but he just be tweaking out at like random points in the stream. Like he'll say like one thing, like a serious question, and before you know it, he'll just snap out. He'll just snap out. He just snap out crazy. I made a game winner and one on Sunday, 11 points, 25 minutes, solid game. I ain't gonna lie, I've had one game winner before. It was my last game I played in like a Disney tournament, going into my junior year or some shit like that. It was like for like they had us playing for like 6th place or some shit. I'm like, bro, what the fuck is this, bro? Let's just leave. Why the fuck are we playing for like 6th place fucking spots and shit? But it was just like, yeah, fuck it, whatever though. So, but good shit though. Lock in, stay locked in. That same poise you had on that last play with that same level of poise going forward, and use those plays to bring confidence in the future. To where there's another opportunity where it may be end of a quarter, end of a game, and you can have an opportunity to help your team win and be able to get that win, or even go into overtime, whatever it might be. Bring that confidence to that present. So, and keep it, like I said, maintain it throughout the game, so you could be trusted by your teammates at the end of the game. So, you have a Phil Handy videos. Phil Handy videos on that. He worked with Kyrie Handle, deal with a bunch of other players. He has a version of room, outside everything. I'm gonna lie, Phil Handy, he's someone who I'd always watch their clips and like still learn from. I low-key really should go back and like binge a bunch of his shit. Copping the PG-13 right now before the PG-13 breakdown. What you mean copping the shoe? You copping the shoe? I think you should copy nobody. We're all on our players. I mean, whatchamacallit? You could take little bits of parts of his game, but that's a whole different little intricacies and parts of basketballs. It gets tough to be able to filter out. Yo, what's good, Marley? What's good? Hey, by the way, for the giveaway, I need y'all to put random numbers between 1 and 24 in the chat, and then whatever first two numbers I see is gonna be the people who win the giveaway. Random numbers between 1 and 24. Do you think Anthony Edwards and Kyrie have not really. 22 and 14. Bet. 22 and 14 it is. I'll say the winners right now. That means mine is boom. Hey, whoever's in the Patreon name is Jers May J. And then I'm going to go another random number. 22 got it. And then I'll go 19. And then Bungus. And then Jers May J. Boom, y'all won. Bungus and Jers May J. I don't know if Bungus is here, but he won. So this is going to happen every single month. Got 2 of these in the back. By the way, I might end up doing another one. I might end up buying some more. We'll see. It's for the Patreon members. I'm going to sign it and everything, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm going to do it every month. Maybe some shoes, and maybe a basketball, whatever it might be, locked in. By the way, I'm going to message y'all. on the Patreon. So I can get y'all addresses and shit. Hey, DLB, that's you? Are you Jers made or whatever? Is that you in the Patreon? Do you think everybody could become yes, I do believe everybody could be a good defender. My gay is fucking crazy. I don't know why he typed in guy and then shit auto typed to gay. That's fucking berserk. Drop down. He Kevin 1-1. You can practice off ball yourself. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Most definitely. You just gotta learn how to actually roll the ball out and whatnot. He didn't win shit. Hey, we'll see, bro. I don't know. It's a completely different name you got here on YouTube, but whoever's gonna get sent to is gonna get sent to him. Let me actually do this. Hold on. Let me do this. Let me see. Boom. Hey, any new members, y'all gonna enter in next week. Y'all gonna be entered in next week. By the way, you also have to have the tier for it, by the way. You have to have the tier and everything. So y'all gonna be entered in for it next week. But if this is really you, hold on. Respond back if that's dead ass you. If that's dead ass you, respond back. I just message whoever it is. What level you playing? ended up playing NAI for like, I didn't even play for a year. I stopped playing like right before even whatchamacallit. But yeah, I stopped playing like right there and then. Like I stopped playing 3 months into the time I was there. So what tier do I have to be entered giveaway? PG-13 tier. By the way, these are $120 basketballs. I've been doing giveaways every single month. I literally have a giveaway fund in my bank account, so I'm just gonna be giving away shit every single month. At least PG-13 tier, and then every month's gonna have a giveaway, random by the way. Where was I even at? It's all good. Like I said, I was supposed to do it at the end of last week, so even the people that ended up joining this week, I just kept it to those same people. So you still about to try out for UCF? I may just do it. I may fuck around and do it. Because I end up realizing I'm not even graduating next fall. I'm graduating in the spring, so. And the workout on the Patreon was good. I want more. I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. The workouts, I done 3 people who just did one of the workouts that I did said they did the workout and their knee pains are gone. 3 people. So that's all I got to say when it comes down to that. They did the workout, knee pain gone like that expeditiously. So. 3 games, y'all still in the season? God damn, that's crazy. I thought this shit's supposed to have been done. This shit's goddamn April. This shit motherfucking April. Were you disciplined or you regretting? Which one did you choose? I always chose discipline, dog. I always chose discipline. There's even a reason why I go by Pat, D-O-R. It would have just been Pat if I ain't getting nothing else. We getting film today? I'm about to start the breakdown in probably about 5 minutes as soon as I get through with this, the Discord. Let's get here. Let me get to this though. Gamby sent this message here on April 7th. On the verge of giving up on Hoop Dreams, just came at the trial and saw how I had my competition where I only started playing basketball seriously 7 months ago, but this was discouraging for me. Any tips to deal with this? I tell y'all this all the time. Y'all be thinking about the end goal. What y'all need to begin to think about more is just getting better. How can I get better every day? And so you can teach yourself how to grow and how to get better at a certain skill. So when it comes down to everybody else is ahead of me, let me outwork them so I could be able to make up that gap as much as I can with the time I have and continuously live life and understand basketball isn't the only thing I can do, right? Continuously expose yourself, continuously explore and see these different avenues of life, because what basketball will teach you will supersede basketball. It will go beyond basketball in itself. And you could just simply be able to use this to show you how you must stay disciplined to something, how you got to stay consistent, what it takes to get better at something. And so me just understanding how I got better at skills within basketball, and then especially even when it comes down to like shooting for myself and then vertical jump were the 2 things I really taught myself. And I was like, yo, this is how you get better at something. I believe I can learn anything that there is if I really put my time and effort and energy into it. So when it comes down to this, you see everybody's ahead of you. You got to see it as an opportunity for you to have the best thing, which is learning how to actually get better yourself. And by simply being aware of this, this is the first step. And now it boils down to the actual action. So you don't have to be LeBron James. You don't have to be some 5-star, 4-star recruit, right? I just want you to be able to see basketball as a way that could teach you life. It could teach you concepts. It could teach you how to grow and progress and get better. So let's see what else. Then yeah, he sent the same shit in the Discord right here. But let me see anything else. Do you ever do pay? I literally just did the giveaway. I literally just did the giveaway. Bro just gave away 2 balls. Pause. Pause on that. Put a pause on that. Put a pause on that. Let me see if buddy responded. Hey CJ, appreciate the sub. Appreciate that sub, CJ. You was around when Florida Rams was popping. Casey Hill, Chris Walker, and them. I wasn't watching. You talking about Florida Rams like football? I didn't really be paying attention to football at all. I'm real good at practice when I'm in practice or alone. But when I hit the game, I just be passing the rock too much. Seems like you already know what you need to stop doing. What you need to stop doing. You need to get yourself into the game, and I need you to get conscious for like 60 seconds, right? I need you to do this. I'm pretty sure we're done. Or no, we need to check the jump shot. Let me not forget that. But I need you to do this for me, right? If you struggle with confidence, I need you to simply remember what you've done in your workout, right? Or if you struggle with passing the ball too much, right? Not necessarily confidence, but passing the ball too much, like you said. If you pass the ball too much, I need you the next time you get into a game, get conscious. Remember exactly what I'm saying right now. Like I want this to pop up like this. So think about the team that you're playing with. Think about the type of places you may play in, right? And think about yourself right now, thinking about what I'm saying right now. So by the time you physically get there, this pops up into your brain. I need you to think this. Just simply tell yourself, I done put all this work in, right? I done put all this work in. I put all this time into the craft, all the time into the game, all the time into practice. But I get into this game and I pass too much. Let me stop passing, right? Fuck it. I need you to expose yourself, even if you do fail. I need you to expose yourself to that so you learn what not to do. If you do everything wrong when you have the ball in your hands, right? That'll show you exactly what not to do. What things to not do. So, and if you do good things that are good, it tells you what to do and what does work. So you need to continuously think of that and be able to continuously work through that. So just remember that. Just expose yourself. Prepare yourself for humiliation, for embarrassment, because that's the path to growth. That's the ultimate key. So, whatchamacallit? Giveaway just for Patreon? Yes, for Patreon. Not a program from Florida. That was tough. I thought it was football, but I've heard of it before. Like I don't really be staying in tune. Like I be so focused on myself and my own growth that I'm not in tune to the shit that most people are in tune to. So, bro, I be giving you $13 and you be skipping my comments. Audacity, bro. You be commenting a bunch of nothing sometimes, but I be seeing some of them. It's just that I don't really need to like discuss them or go over them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, that especially the knee workout. Yeah, put 2 parts of the knee workout. The other ones is just like I don't even need to peep that shit for real. Dribble, bro, y'all tripping. You buggy. Every time I'm in the game, I get the rock. All I hear is my coach yelling, "Move the ball." My teammates calling for the rock, and that don't let me focus. I would say, also do this. I probably should have said this first. But when you catch, don't turn and look at a teammate. Look at the floor. Scan the floor. Right? If there's anything, like really backtrack what I said. This is better than what I said before. So instead of thinking, all right, let me just go and try to score so I could be able to see what does work and see what doesn't work, just look at the floor instead of looking at the next person the ball needs to get to. So you could be able to see if there's any gaps you could be able to get into. Then you could go and make that attack. That's going to make you more efficient off the rip. You could do the other method, but you're gonna run into a lot more failures doing that. I just want you to look to see if there's anything before you go and pass the ball. So look at the rim, look at the defense, look at the spacing of the floor, slow down, understand that the game is in your pace, make sure you got your base, you got your triple threat stuff going on, boom, and read the floor, do what you got to do. So I'll say that. What's your workout split? I'm about to post that on the Patreon. If it's my workout split, I can tell y'all mine. Since I'm vert training, I do vert training Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and I hoop on Wednesdays and Saturdays. If it's for like y'all typical hoopers, I have a whole split that I'm gonna drop for y'all probably this week. Yeah, I could also customize a workout split for you, at the LeBron tier. I be hitting 10 out of 10 when I'm too contestant in practice, but I breaking all the shit when I'm in the game. The coach be subbing me out. I would say I need to get to this stuff here, and I also need to get to this. But I'll say this when it comes down to missing and making shots in the game. You gotta in your workout understand the speed that you're operating in, And there's one skill as to which I'm training for, or I recorded, and I'm gonna show you how to train for it. And the workout I did today, I'm gonna post on the Patreon, which is your ability to dilate and focus on the rim when you don't have the rim in sight. A lot of y'all don't even realize that's a skill, but that's probably one of the reasons why you can't shoot. Is that when y'all in your workouts, right? You are getting every single pass in front of you, right? So you already know where exactly the rim is. Like, it's already in sight. All you have to do is this. Look up. You just got to look up, right? Or just shift your eyes up. That's all you got to do to understand where the rim is. But in the game, you're getting passes from this way. You're getting passes from this way. You may have to turn over its shoulder and boom, pass and find the rim immediately, right? And so that's where a lot of people struggle, is that they're not great at getting their eyes locked in, dilated, and focused on the rim when they're looking at some different shit. And so I got a couple drills as to which I'm gonna put in the Patreon very soon that works on that, and then shows you how you can be able to shoot in actual game rhythms, whether it's off a swing pass, right, from the right side to left side, and utilizing different footworks and seeing that according to different spacing, right? So I'm about to be showing a lot of stuff when it comes down to that. And so I'm really hyper focusing on the spot up stuff, because all y'all are going to do that. All y'all are going to be playing off the spot up. So I got to show y'all all the reads, all the footworks, how to get the balance, how to train yourself mentally so that you can bypass the 3 months of form shooting and continuously improve as a shooter while still taking the shots that you're going to take in a real game during your AAU season, during your high school season, and all that other little stuff. So I'll say that. Montverde assistant coach has followed me on IG, and he is the son of the head coach. Should I reach out about joining Montverde? I mean, I wouldn't say necessarily like don't try to play God with it. Don't try to really force the hand when it comes down to it. You know what I'm saying? Just play chill right now. Play chill. Keep doing what you do. Do you think whitening my teeth is gonna make me more confident, bro? Bro, nigga, wild the fuck. Sorry, IG Real came to sub immediately on the content. Hey, appreciate the support. 514. We about to get into this breakdown super soon. I just need to check jump shots, by the way. How do you slow the game down? Because I feel like I'm rushing through the plays and not being able to hit on ball pressure. I'm throwing a shitty pass, turn it over. Or a shitty pass, turn it over. You need visual reps. And that's done through film. And you got to do so through film of things that you're specifically going to be doing and know how exactly to attack it. So I'll just leave that right there, because that's some shit we got to get into in the Patreon. But let's do this jump shot stuff, and we're going to get into the breakdown. I'm trying to be done stream 6:15. Trying to stay locked in. Stay efficient with my time. Did I already watch this? I think I already watched this. I already watched this one right here. I already watched that one right there. I just need these two. He said, hold on, let me see what he said. How can I fix my jump shot? A lot of people tell me it's hella ugly and it's broke. But he got the Kawhi Leonard cornrows, bruh. First and foremost, you already know what I'm probably going to say when it comes down to a lot of this stuff, is that a lot of things are off. I ain't gonna lie, it is broke. It is a little ugly. But you're shooting from too far without a foundation of a shot. So you're going to produce a shot like this. Your form is going to look like this if you don't have a foundation for a shot. Now, you got to build the foundation for a shot by getting yourself closer to the rim. So now shooting becomes easier, and you can now properly build the proper mechanics so that you can be able to shoot and make shots consistently and efficiently. So get closer to the rim. Form shooting. I want you to literally form shoot, and I want you to think of two things, right? Two things. I want you to think of two things when you form shoot, if you're watching this. First and foremost, get only swishes. You could only swish it and finish high. Meaning that instead of finishing your arm out here, finish with your arm up here. Gooseneck, right? Hand in the cookie jar, that analogy. Finish with your hand high. And usually, naturally, your body you'll find a way and figure out what you got to do to produce a swish. And so I don't even want to tell you about put your hand here, put this there. I want you to think about producing a desired result, and your body's going to force itself to adjust and then get that exact result. So, boom, make sure you focus on that. Make sure you do that. And so, yeah. I'll say those two things right there. Bro, this nigga with the same is fucking fake shit. This is the fake nigga. Whatchamacallit. So I'm playing in the system, so I can't just ISO try to get my shot. Fuck no. No. Don't try to step back. No. That's where y'all mess up. Y'all are misguided in terms of what you got to do by being a part of the highlight crew. Y'all be the highlight crew. Y'all always watching the highlights and thinking that's how basketball is played. No, it's not. And that's only how it is played by the 2% of players in the NBA. So that is not the way, and that is not the wave unless you want to get cut and not be the person on the team, right? So you really got to understand that. The way the game should be played is you play within the system, playing off the catch, off the spot up, and taking a maximum of 3 dribbles. 3 dribbles. Whether you catch and shoot, you could rip, attack, you could slow step in, triple threat, little stuff like that, to where you can be able to get your stuff off. And that ISO shit is not what high school basketball is. It's not even what college basketball is. That's professionals, NBA, and that's the 2 best players on the team who get the ISO, not everybody else. So y'all got to understand that. You're my only enemy, be the change you want to see in the world. Biggest lover, not hater. But yeah, boom. That's the first one. And then the second one right here. He doesn't have a bad release. I ain't gonna lie, he don't got a bad release. You ask me. The release ain't bad. It's about where you finish. It's about where he finishes. Let me drop the Discord link right quick. I got you. I low-key forgot. But let me drop the link right quick. You got it? Discord link right there. I got you. Let's get back to this though. His release ain't bad though. It's about where you finish. And I would say you got to get closer. You got to get used to shooting closer, because you already finished here, right? Let me pause it. You already finished there, but since there's so much force you got to put into that shot, you're going to airball shots and lose that form, and now your arm is going to end up over here instead of being able to remain straight. So you just got to get closer to the rim, build that strength, build that muscle memory, and then take steps back, right? Because honestly, like, there's nothing that's really bad about the jumper in itself. It's really about where you finish on the shot. And I would also say start in your base, meaning you see kind of where you base is off a little bit. Get on your balls of your feet a little bit as well. But I'll just say at least start by getting closer and learning how to keep your arm in line with the rim when you finish your shots. Start there. And then also begin to get a more solid base, right? To where you still are maybe shift a little bit more diagonally, and don't try to shoot like staggered, like one foot like way in front of the other. Shoot with a tilt, right? To where you could be 10 toes, but then tilt a little bit instead of being 1 foot here, 1 foot there. Like, that balance is bad. So you need to get the feet more lateral, right? More bilateral. So I'll say to do that. Learn how to follow through. Once again, learn how to follow through and keep that arm follow through with the rim when you finish every single shot. Best thing you could do. And so I'm pretty sure that's it for the Discord. I have some stuff in the film, but low-key is getting late. I'm gonna peep that next stream. I don't know if Quessy is even here, but we're gonna peep that next stream. So let's get to this breakdown. Jump shot. Send your jump shot and the jump shot. Send the jump shot and jump shot. Fairly self-explanatory, if you ask me. But yeah, let's get to this though. Let me make sure all my stream health is there. All right, hey, you peeping? There's no lags. We ain't lagging this time. We ain't lagging this stream. I had to lock in. No lags going on. But peep this. Let's get this started. Bro, Russ, this is maybe one of my favorite breakdowns of the year. May fuck around be one of my favorite breakdowns this year, because Russ was going off. And these are skills that y'all gonna need. Hey, by the way, what what do y'all want as a giveaway next month or for this month essentially? Like at the end of this month, throw out some giveaway ideas. Throw out some giveaway ideas for this month. As I get this posted on the gram right quick. Bro, we about to hit 100K on Instagram, by the way. We're about to hit 100K on Instagram, by the way. We at 89.7. 89.7, man. Let's get this posted right quick. Hopefully Instagram not bugging on me like it has been the past few streams. Hold on, let's see. Get that there. Get that. Got that. Got that. Boom. Let's get it there. And then, actually, as a matter of fact, let me fix this. Let me fix that right quick. Let me get that right there. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom. Got it. All right, here we go. All right, let's see what you said. Some hoop shoes. Work its ass, and it's a robbery, bro. You're not even in the Patreon, bro. You're not even in the Patreon. Deaf bipolar. You already have those workouts on YouTube. Just type it. And breakdowns are the same as here. And the same shit. He just be smoking his road. Pay me back. I haven't even posted a breakdown yet. Buddy out here capping, bro. L supporter, bro. L supporter, bro. L supporter. How do you think NBA players with poor families became good with no real coaches or good programs like Dame? Because they love basketball. They developed a love for the game of basketball. And they wasn't playing basketball for any monetary gain. And they was just playing for fun. And that's all they had. And so what ended up just occurring is that they just hooped. And just by more and more experience, they got really good. It doesn't boil down to having money whether you're going to be a good basketball player or not. What it boils down to is your commitment to the game. That's all that really matters. It's all that really matters. That's why I be trying to tell y'all got to maximize all the resources that you got. And you don't got to be no second generation NBA player or some shit like that. You know? Oh shit, hold on. My fault, hold on. I didn't even mean to do that. Hold on. What the fuck just happened? Hold on, what the fuck just happened? Start your streams earlier, please. I don't know what the fuck just happened. Hold on. Let me see something. Let me see. Oh, that's what happened. That's what happened. I know what happened. Let me see. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. There it is. I gotta fix this camera. I gotta fix this camera. I didn't even know what the fuck happened. Can you shave your beard? Hold on, you chatting right now, gang. Hold on, let me fix this right quick. Let me fix this. What's your shoe size? Hold on, bro. Let's lock in, bro. I don't know what the fuck I just clicked. I tried to remove something. And that shit literally just fucking took that shit off the entire joint. Give me 1 second. Let's get right back in the square. Let's get right back. Let me adjust that a little more. Edit that. there. Let's go right there. My bad for the little interruptions. Had some technical difficulties. Technical difficulties. I don't know what the fuck going on. Sometimes I really don't be knowing why I'm doing all this PC shit, but I know just enough so I can stream and drop gems, bro. But 1 hour earlier than today. I would have started 20 minutes earlier, but I had a timer for when I was taking my little pre-stream nap, and then the timer just really didn't go off, so I woke up. I was like, what the fuck is going on? Unless I had literally just turned it off and went straight back to in my nap, but I usually start a little earlier. But I'm gonna really lock in. Like I'm gonna begin to inch further and further back. So next stream, I'm gonna shoot for about. Today I started like 4:30. I'm gonna get 4 p.m. next stream. 4 p.m. next stream. Then after that, we could try to see how we can move back. I wear 13, by the way. 13 in hooping shoes and then 12 casual. A 2020 game? Yeah, Russell's going off. I thought it was we could have seen a 2020 game, but underwear size is crazy, gang. Lock in. Hey, 131. I'll be done by about 12:15.
Yeah, you already know.
Hey, appreciate that sub, Arsh. But where do you get Kobe 4s and from how much? I got them off of GOAT, and it's like the same price. I'm sure it's like $500-600 off GOAT. This is like $500-600. But let's lock in. All right, y'all ready for the gems? Let me post on the Discord again right quick. Let me post on the Discord. Where's the Discord at? Let me drop that there. And like I said before, we ain't lagging. Damn, exactly. That's why I said 100K on YouTube. I'm doing a Kobe giveaway. 100K on YouTube. We're doing a Kobe giveaway. 100K on YouTube. We're doing a Kobe giveaway. But I need to talk about Russ. We need to talk about Russ, bro. I do not understand why Russ got so much slander for his career, despite the fact he's an elite defender, an elite playmaker, and his game is fueled off of being competitive. And right, doing little things like this in the matchup against the Suns just shows you Russ's competitive nature and what allows him to continuously be the fuel for the Clippers, because when he got hurt, they immediately dropped off. And now he's back, and he's even taking matchups against KD. Whole game, KD. He may switch some matchups, but he's there whole time. He ain't ducking no smoke, right? And so he just has so much of a impact on the game in itself, both sides of the floor. And I'm really about to show y'all how impactful Russ really is on both sides, and how underrated of a playmaker and defender he is, despite him being past his athletic prime. I just had to show this right here. He's 6'3", KD about pushing 7 foot. Don't care. He ready he want all the smoke. It said, I got injured, haven't played in 2 weeks. I became mentally weaker. You got any tips how to stay consistent? That may be a dumb question. I would say make sure that you stay, since you can't really work out, make sure you eat right, make sure you stay hydrated, do all the little things that you can do to be able to maximize your health and be prepared for when you get back on the floor. And you're just simply hurt. You can't really do much about it, and don't allow that to affect the amount of work that you've already put into the game, right? Don't allow that to affect the amount of work that you put into the game. Loving the attention. We locked in. He ain't getting no attention no more because we locked in. What workouts do you have? Patreon. What workouts do you currently have on the Patreon? I have 2 knee workouts, and I'm about to have an on-court workout, a breakdown, and then an off-court workout posted this week by Sunday. Locked. And I just did a giveaway. So let's lock in, bro. Let's lock in. Hold on. 27% from 3? I beg to differ in certain situations. We're going to speak about it. We're going to speak on it. But let's talk about PG first. That's some shit. The Russ is shooting. We'll talk about that later. But let's talk about PG. And we talk about Russ. But Russ is going to be the main focal point. And so this next possession down. This is the first Clippers possession of the game, and so this is super important. I oftentimes show the first possession of the game because you now understand the coverage that you get. And so now with PG getting the screen from Zubac, usually they may have those bigger bigs played in the drop, but Eubanks, what's their game plan, right? We're blitzing this. And so now PG throws over the top, slip out by Zubac, and now he ends up getting here, missing this, gets it for another putback for a 2. But I want to talk about Norman Powell, most importantly. I want to talk about Norman Powell now after we understand what's going on over here at the top. And also, let me get my on-screen marker. Let's get locked in with this on-screen marker. I really want to start using this. So I'm not going to use it right now, but when the time calls upon it. So understand, in this action at this point in time, Zubac on the slip, notice what Devin Booker's responsibilities and how this shifts. With the ball now getting to Zubac on this roll, Beal now steps over, and Booker now drops all the way down, understanding that the corner could be another option if he does want to pass that out. And so he drops all the way down, and Powell's pointing up to that wing to pass it to Terrence Mann, right? And so after running that play that first time, next time down, what ends up occurring? They're about to run the same thing, but you got to make sure you get your spacing. Powell now gets right back to where he was before. Screen once again, Eubanks gonna blitz. PG finds the angle for the pass, boom, pocket. Now notice what Norman Powell does and understand what Bradley Beal's now about to do. Because he's the one who has to drop back in guard 2, and Grayson Allen is the one stepping over, with Terrence Mann being in that strong side corner, right? Notice, Beal stays up here towards this elbow. Powell sees a lane on this baseline. That is an opportunity for me to go and get a 2 and not sit back and try to get a 3. Y'all got to understand how to even read help defenders, right? In these situations, are they staying high? Do I have a lane to be able to go and cut? Or do I not? Are they already taking away what I have? And maybe somebody else could cut and I stay on the outside, right? So in these 2-on-1 situations on this weak side, right? Read this player if you're one of these players on the offensive side. And even if you want to think about it as a defender, because if you know offense, you could become a better defender. And so if you know defense or you know offense and now you're the defender in this situation, what you can now end up doing is saying, okay, what's the personnel like? Can this person shoot, or can that person shoot? Could they both shoot, or could they both not shoot? And so what could end up occurring is that you lead the ball to the perimeter of the player who can't shoot, and then end up trying to get to the person who can and try to buy some time. So boom, he gets that too. Hey, by the way, DLB, if I look and you're still trolling, you may get timed out for the rest of the stream. Yeah, you're getting timed out. I'm done playing. You done playing, bro. I'm not playing no more. What the fuck is you talking about? You need to understand, bro. You're timed out. Fuck is you talking about? Fuck you got going on, bro. I ain't playing no more. I'm trying to tell you, I'm locking in, bro. Timed him out for 30 minutes. Now you can only hear and drop gems, bro. I ain't done with this trolling shit. Morocco, my ideas how I can get offers. I would say relationships. I always tell y'all this: relationships. Open your voice, open your mouth, pause, right? Start speaking to people, start talking to people. But most importantly, continuously put the work in. Because if you put the work in, right, if your actions support what you want to be able to get out of life and where you're trying to go, right, if that supports all of it, you're going to be the right person at the right place at the right time, meeting the right person. And so you're going to be able to get those opportunities. So yeah. How do you get relationships? Start talking to people. Start talking. Introduce yourself at certain times. There's a coach somewhere. Boom. Just engage in casual conversation. That's all I can say. Engage in casual conversation with anybody. Anybody, especially in the environments as to what you're playing basketball, you're working out in, and even with your coaches, your assistant coaches, because you never know what they know and who they know. So if you just literally get used to them, familiar with them, you know what I'm saying? Now you can be able to do your thing. Corner for 2 weeks. Got to come back. Got to come back. Either got to help. Wait, what? Cornea? You said what? Oh, Corona. I was like, I don't. What is that? You talking about virus, man? COVID-19? I didn't even know that shit was still going on. But let's talk about Russ once again. Let's talk about Russ. We really need to lock in. Like I was saying, we need to lock in. That's why I had time buddy out. Right? You in here trolling. But understand, defensively, yep, lock in. Look, defensively, Russ. Now, as an off-ball defender, this is one of the most effective ways you could be able to get steals and full offensive players. Watch what he's about to do, right? This is called baiting, right? He's going to hop in and hop right back out. But really notice how he did so, right? The most important concepts when it comes down to this is actually taking this large step into that help area. And then once you get back out after taking this step, you make sure your hands are active so you get the ball while it's still in the lane. And so now Russ steps in, active hands, jumps that, boom. Now he ends up getting this 2 down here in transition early on to start this game, right? Understand Russ, he's an underrated defender. And I'm going to prove y'all. Just continue to watch. And now PG. Let's talk about PG for a second. Which shoe is better, traction, Ja 1, Kobe 4? Kobe 4. Do you think I should buy electrolytes for electrolytes? Nah, I don't think so. I don't think she can get your electrolytes. Booker got fooled. Yep, he got fooled by the bait. He bit the bait. And I want to say this about PG. I would not advise this, but I just want to talk about this concept. It's more so about the concept instead of the play, right? So really, watch this, right? Watch PG go out throughout this play, right? Hits a couple moves. He ends up getting down here into the paint. Throws this pass wrapped around all the Phoenix Suns defense. Throws that turnover, right? I don't want to put y'all in PG shoes. Now, if y'all are PG in this situation and you throw a pass like this that gets turned over like that, y'all probably begin to get bogged down. Y'all begin to get upset and begin to get too much in your head about how sorry of a play you just made. But watch what PG does now, right? He ends up trying to get back a little bit on defense. They smoke that layup, right? And this is the next play right after that turnover. He gets this at half court. They end up having what? A 2-on-2 situation on offense. What does PG decide to now do? Pull up over the top when you could have got it to Zubac. But he said, fuck that, because I'm playing present and I disassociated the last play I made from the present play I'm about to make. And I had the confidence that's backed by my work ethic, so I can be able to trust myself to take a shot like that at this point in time. This is a risky shot to take, but only those who have that level of work ethic, only those who have put those reps in, could be able to have what's the word for it? I lost the word for it. They would have the guts, they would have the balls to even take that shot. So y'all got to really get those reps up. Y'all got to have that level of confidence, but not to take those shots, but just to take any typical shot in the course of a game. Right after bad plays, after turnovers. I would have got benched. I ain't gonna lie. That's why I said don't do what he did. Don't do that type of shot that he did. That's some NBA shit. But when it comes down to just to any regular shot after bad plays and shit. So I just want to show that concept, the concept. Ability might have been it. But for working on Discord anytime soon. I told y'all end of the week. I'm getting y'all bang for y'all buck. End of the week. I'm gonna have a breakdown, I'm going to have a on-court workout, and I'm going to have a weight room workout. All three by the end of the week. I'm locked in. I already got one of them recorded. I just need to go back and do a little bit of editing and stuff. But he said, fuck pass the ball, I just turn it over. Hezzy 3 over the top. That's crazy. Not necessarily a free rebound, because you don't know how he's going to miss. You don't know how he's going to miss. Next play mentality. Yeah, next play mentality, present play mentality. I'm going to put a little twist on the words. Hold on. You got to twist the words up a little bit, right? Not next play mentality, because next gets you out of the present. Next isn't now, right? What's next isn't now. It may be somewhere where you may be going to, but there's always a play that's going on right now. So present play mentality. What play is going on right now that I could be able to maximize? Because not past, but the future is also next, but present play mentality. We're going to start using that. We're going to start rocking with that present play. We done with that next play mentality shit. That's old news. You got to forget that. We got to clear that out, because next is the future. Now that's anxiety. What is the next play to be made? I don't know. But the present play to be made is just simply seeing what's going on right here, and I make that play. So we leaving that next play mentality stuff in the past. Say I could get a gift, please. What you mean? But let's talk about Russ. Now I really want to talk about Russ. Let's get right back to Russ. Let's talk about this. So, Russ is notoriously known for being a non-shooter and only has rim gravity and some playmaking ability, right? And so in situations like this, where he's supposed to space the floor out, what's going to end up occurring is that he may end up being the one with the ball in his hands because everybody is overhelping on the roll and PG seeing too, right? And so when Russ ends up getting this catch right here by PG, I'm not going to catch and try to shoot and play into the defense's games. I'm going to catch and immediately swing to Terrence Mann because look at Devin Booker, right? Notice how lazy he's about to be. Just because he helped all the way over to that nail, Terrence Mann had a good look from three because he swung that over quickly. So if you're a non-shooter, them quick swing passes to teammates that are shooters is something you could utilize. Let's talk about this too. EID what is that? Oh, no, I don't know what that is. This should be looking like a typo sometimes. What is the way that you could cross over faster? You get stronger, functionally stronger. Because if you want to go faster, that means there's more force. And if your body doesn't have the necessary force to be able to absorb the movement necessary to go that fast, then you just simply can't go faster. So, I don't know what that is, though. I ain't know what that is. So, I want y'all to peep this. Right? You Christian? Based, yeah, I'll say I'm Christian based. I'm more spiritual, but that's where the foundation begins from. But I want y'all to watch PG, right? Look, all y'all see PG make moves like this in the highlight videos and be like, yo, that's tough. I got to add that to my bag. But you don't understand why. I want y'all to really understand why. Got to put this at 0.5. We got to go 0.5. Because understand, when PG got this catch with KD, he's got less than 5 seconds on the shot clock. He's rushed to make this decision. Most of y'all don't even have a shot clock to go against. And if y'all do, that shit really be 35 and 30 and 20 seconds where you're trying to make this move. And that's where you should not, right? And so he has to get some shit off at this point in time. Boom, step back, get into some space. If he had more time, he's not taking that. But that's all the time he had, right? If he had more time, he's just simply probably not going to take that shot. If he had 15 on the shot clock, you're not taking that. But he had 5. So he's like, oh shit, I got to get something. Found something, got straight to it. Hold on, this is an elite play. This is an elite play. This is an elite play. I want you to watch this, right? Look, this is elite defense by Russ. Watch. Bradley Beal is going to go down to this nail, and the Suns are about to run a Spain pick and roll, right? Bradley Beal is going to set a back screen on Zubac, and then Beal's going to pop out. But notice what Russ does, right? Notice what Russ is going to do. He's staying attached to Beal so that as Eubanks is making this roll and Beal's about to possibly set that screen or slip out, he's attached so that he could be able to jump that lane once Booker throws that pass. And now he's able to get down in transition and get another dunk to start this game. Come on, man. He's reading these actions, bro. He's a step ahead of the offense. D-Book didn't even see that shit coming. Beal didn't even see that shit coming. It was just Russ and himself. Come on, man. Y'all need to really start watching Russ. Russ is way smarter than a lot of people think. They see the athleticism, and that's literally what they label him as. Oh, he can finish and pass a little bit. He's a stat padder. Like, that's such a stupid narrative, bro. Such a dumb narrative. I'm going to the gym tomorrow with, let me see, with a friend for the first time. You got any tips to do besides, you got any tips what to do besides the workouts? Think about your makes. Y'all probably gonna get shots up. Anytime you shoot, think about your makes. Don't try to think about all the times you missed, about the possibility of missing. Think about making shots. And I guarantee you that's gonna lead you way in a much better direction than thinking about what went wrong. So, and here as well with Russ. This is just a point guard thing. So, any point guard as a whole, oftentimes you're going to get a lot of turnovers. But how do you hold yourself accountable? In a situation like this where Russ tried to Euro step and now he has nothing and now he just has to throw this out, turnover, immediately he knew that was sorry as shit. That was sorry as shit. So now what is he going to do? That's on me. That's on me. That's on me. I know that was sorry. I know I shouldn't have gotten the air with no plan. That's on me. And then KD ended up getting fouled. But now let's go back to the playmaking. A lot of people think they can figure Russ out by playing in the gap. No, they can't. No, they can't. They really call a guy who averaged double-digit assists low IQ. No, they called him a stat pattern. And I got a clip where I want to talk about that. So understand this concept as well in this play. This next play is about to happen. So, hold on. I need good posture. Need to have some good posture. Give me a second. Let me talk about this. So the way teams guard Russ is that instead of playing him up like this, they're going to go and drop back. But that is only to your detriment as a defense, because now Russ is going to begin to tap into a skill y'all don't even really understand he fully has. So when he is reading this action on this left side, PG curling up, Booker falling asleep, he has all the room to throw this pass over the top to Terrence Mann. So if you give him room, he's not going to sit there and shoot. He's going to actually run the offense and make these reads, and now he can throw any pass he wants. So it really may be a detriment. And then you're like, okay, what if they do guard up? Oh, shit, Russ, too strong. Rip through, he quick. You know what I'm saying? It gets tough. As long as you got him in the right spots. It's vital. But you said, where do I got him on a PG list? Right now it's tough because there's a lot of good-ass point guards. But he's definitely not as far out of the mix as people would think. Right? I definitely think he's put it like in the right situation, say like with the Clippers, or at the right time or the right game, like it'll be his night, like it was for this, like 16, 15, and 15, you know? So like he could still produce at that level, just not literally night in and night out and to be a number one option. So he could, like I said, he could still go off. It just depends on the night it might be, and there's still just players who are more ready to be that number one night in and night out. So he could still produce like he did this game. The hate on Russ comes from the media. And I'm going to talk about that when I get to this clip, where I got a clip I really do want to talk about it. I really do want to talk about the stat padding shit, which really irks me, bro. It irks me. And I also want to talk about this other concept here as well. So, a lot of people may hate Russ, but you cannot deny the fact that he's unselfish. So, anytime he catches, his first look isn't going to be, how can I score? It's going to be, let me scan the floor and see what do we have. And now Zubac has Bull on him, and he's running the rim. Zubac can seal that easy. Throw that down. He seals him. Gets there. Gets that too. Simple basketball. Simple plays. This might be my favorite play of the game. Aside from the one I told you I'm going to talk about with stat padding, this might be my favorite play. This might be my favorite one. But peep this, right? Notice. From the start. This is a great play. So notice. Look. Book clears out Bull, ISOs KD. So KD could go ISO Russ on this left wing, right? So what's going to end up occurring? Look at Russ. Bring that shit on. Russ ain't dunking no smoke. Look, hold on. Bring it on. He ain't ducking no smoke. Terrence Mann denying over here at the top. Bring it on. He ain't ducking no smoke. Bro, I'm trying to tell you, when it come down to Russ, he really bout this shit for real. And so now KD gets the ball in the middle, and now we in an ISO. You get the ball exactly like I wanted to. And if you had to put your money on it, you probably got KD in the situation. But Russ, he's going to play smart. He's getting underneath KD's hips, and so now KD's going to force himself to get lower on his attack. So he's thinking, I got to get lower than Russ. So what is Russ going to do instead? Because he's already comfortable playing low and being the lower defender. And while KD is thinking about getting low, Russ decides to let him go by him, reach around the backside, I get that turnover, ball out on you, going our way. He ain't ducking no smoke, bro. He ain't ducking no smoke, no switches, no nothing. Bring that shit on, bro. He ain't ducking nothing, bro. I seen that play, I was like, dog, what? Nah, he hyper competitor. Shit crazy. You said all time? Oh, rank Russ all time. I ain't gonna lie. Top five? Is that crazy? Maybe even top 3. Could throw him right behind Magic or Steph. Fuck around in his prime as a point guard. I don't know if a lot of people ready for that conversation. That's all I got to say. You look at Russ in his prime. 30, 10, and 10. And by the way, the only reason people look at the the stats and shut him down is because he's stat padding. How about you go and chase fucking 10 rebounds in the game, realize how tough it is to actually go and hustle and get 10 rebounds. Motherfuckers be too tired to go get rebounds. Rusty's on go. How about you go and try to get 10 assists in the game? That shit's not easy. That shit is not easy, bro. All the people who say, oh, he's stat padding, could not even get 1 assist in the NBA game because they don't even have the gravity to go and try and get an assist. They don't have the gravity to do so. But every time, Russ is always making those good plays, bro. I ain't gonna lie, top five, bro. I don't know if you can name 3 other dudes outside Steph and Magic that you could be like, in his prime, it's not real. It's not a conversation. It's not a debate. Drop some names though. Drop some names. I know some people may throw in like some. Of course, today's game is really very point guard based, so there's gonna be legends in time. But in what we've had thus far, you're gonna have the Steve Nash, the Chris Pauls. Russ got his own debate when it comes to that. I ain't gonna lie. I'll say top 3 talent wise for sure. Prime D Rose and Russ. Russ had the longevity though. Russ had the longevity, and his numbers do not lie. His numbers don't lie. 30, 10, 10 game. Like that's crazy work right there. That's crazy work. But even understand this. You got to understand this from a guard perspective. Anytime you have your big do what Zubac is about to do right here, you better reward him, right? So if you got the rock, you see him literally outrunning their defender, outrunning the defense, you got to reward him for running the rim. You got to reward him every time because you get those easy twos. It's going to sink in the defense next time in transition. And guess what you're going to have? A bucket. Trying to tell y'all got to think the game a step ahead. Instead of thinking about just this one play and how I can get my shit off now, think about later. How is this going to set me up and set my entire team up so we could all thrive together? And now let me talk about this too. Isaiah Thomas. Y'all got Isaiah Thomas over Russ. Isaiah Thomas got a ring, but we're talking individual players. Russ was a different motherfucker. I think Russ getting overlooked, man. I think the media has implanted their perception on Russ onto some people to where he can't get all as to which he really deserves, man. Against a strong ass Mavs, bro. Russ, yeah, I ain't gonna lie. If the Clippers play the Mavs, they gonna need this Russ. He been different for the Clippers, especially with Kawhi out. You can see PG really has to see the game in layers beyond scoring. You know what I'm saying? While Kawhi has been out with his right knee soreness and shit. But let's talk about this play as well, right? Another effective way as to which you could be able to thrive being a non-shooter in shooting situations where they bait you to shoot, right? So what ends up happening, boom, double team, Terrence Mann on the wing. Russ gets it. He has this entire gap between him and Eric Gordon, right? Really look at this gap. Hold on, look at this gap. Look at this gap. Dog, come on, man. That's a distance right there. That's a distance right there. Like, bro, come on. Like, come on, bro. That shit, that's a distance. That's a gap, right? If I haven't seen one. But understand this. Despite the fact that there's that ginormous gap, Russ is going to eat that up so he could get to his sweet spot. He could get to his sweet spot. There's 2 ways you can see this, right? You got to really understand. In situations like Russ is in right now, where a defender is 20 feet away from you, there's 2 ways you can see this. I play into your game and I shoot this jumper knowing damn well I'm not comfortable taking this, or I could find a way to get straight into my sweet spot, which is right in front of that free throw line, pull up, shot, and I know I can knock that down. You got to understand that if the defense is baiting you to do something, you got to see that opportunity for you to be able to now get into what you're comfortable with, especially when you get played with gaps. Westbrook is better than Hartford. Looking at the bro. Oh God, bro. Look at what the fuck is they doing. What is they doing, bro? They ain't doing shit. They putting no work in, gang. They putting no work in. But hey, Slide McFly, appreciate that sub. Appreciate that sub. We about to hit 18.3 probably by the time I go to sleep. That's crazy. We locked in. And I want y'all to even understand this with PG. I understand this with PG. This is another one of PG's moves that y'all will see and be like, yo, I got to add that shit to my bag. But you got to understand, most importantly, who's guarding him? Bradley Beal is guarding him. And if you just think about Bradley Beal as a defender, is he going to be a disruptor? Is he going to be an irritator? Is he going to be someone who's always going to try to jump out, be a step ahead, and take away what you got? Or is he just going to play solid defense and stay in front and show a hand? right? And also understanding the fact that PG has a height advantage, he has a length advantage. When he now ends up getting to this spot, I could shoot those no problem. I don't see you in these situations. And so I could get to this spot, and it may look tough to y'all, but to PG, who's gotten thousands and hundreds of thousands of reps up, it's no problem. So you got to be careful in terms of what things you're internalizing for a player. Hold on right quick. Let's go back to this pick and roll coverage, right? Remember at the start when PG was getting these screens from Zubac with Eubanks guarding the screener, he got a blitz. But now he ends up coming off left. You got Thaddeus Young, who's now dropped back, and Thad Young is only about 6'7". So what can PG do? Pull up over the top, no problem. I just do not see you. I do not see you, man. Pull up over the top, that's a bucket. And so even understanding that coverages may switch depending on who's in the game, which is why you got to always continue to play with pace. But the pass plays allow you to remain prepared. So it may still occur, but just you at least got to be a little ready for it. And now right here, playmaking Russ. Hold on, it's not done though. It's not done. 32-4, it's not done. Or yeah, it was 35-4 after that bucket. But 43-12 is still crazy. It's still crazy here. It's still crazy here. So Russ is one of the best playmakers when it comes down to playing in transition because everything is downhill. And so that's where his gravity lies. So anytime he gets downhill into the paint, he's going to pull in defenders. And now when he throws passes out like this, the velocity is the most important because notice how fast it's going to end up going, right? You need to be able to throw that pass at a speed as to which could get to that player who's open, and so they could remain open and have a clean look before the defense gets back, right? So I'm even put this in full speed so y'all can see it better. Just look at the speed of the pass. You didn't make sure it gets into that pocket. You didn't make sure it gets there quick so that they remain open and can get a good look. Hold on. I got to talk about Russ as a point guard. Let's talk about this right quick. Look, understand. This is why Westbrook is an elite point guard, right? So Bones Highland gets this right here. He got the switch of Eubanks. Boom, shot, bucket. You're not talking about Russ. Watch what Russ is about to do after this. KD ends up coming down. KD pulls up for this bucket right here in the mid-range. Knock it down. Watch Russ right now. Watch Russ. What is he about to do? As soon as they made that, he looks directly to Bones and tells Bones to go to that left side, right? He tells Bones to go to that left side the next play down because he just hit that three with Eubanks. So now we're going to test if you got a heater. Now Norman Powell comes off this screen. Boom, little dummy ass. He ain't trying to get nothing. Now Bones is going to end up coming off this next one, right? And all we really want to do in this situation is just to give you another opportunity to see if you could really cook, if you're really ready to cook. So he takes his three from behind the line deep. He misses, but even understand this. He's still not going to prioritize my buckets and me scoring, despite the fact I gave you a second opportunity to score after making a bucket. I'm going to get down transition, use my gravity, pull four defenders, 8 eyes onto me, drop it back to you, and now all those defenders never communicated, and now Bones Highland is able to get another bucket, right? He is really encouraging Bones Highland to be an even better version of himself. And if you think Russ is selfish, you're goofy. You're goofy. I don't know where that narrative even came from. I don't know why people even think that. And now let's talk about the stat padding. I'm 5'6" and 16. Am I cooked height-wise? She might be. Are you cooked? Are you cooked? Do you think you're cooked? If you think you're cooked, you're cooked. But there's ways to work around having height disadvantages, as we've seen. But let's talk about this, though. I want to talk about, let me get some water first. Let's talk about this concept. This is the one I was talking about when it comes down to stat padding, right? And so, understand this concept right here. The media always says Russ is stat padding, but this is not stat padding. All because he gets a bunch of assists, making reads like this. Watch this right here, right? Eubanks, head is turned away. I try to lean Norman Powell with that pass. Boom, it ends up getting deflected, right? He ends up getting the ball right back, same possession. Now, when he decides to drive and attack into the paint, boom, he ends up pulling Eubanks over, D-Book over. He kicks out to Amir Coffey for a corner three. That's a logical pass. That's a purposeful pass. And the possession still isn't done, right? That's not no stat padding assist. He ends up having Grayson Allen on his left side. What does he now end up doing? He attacks right, pulls Eubanks in, drops it off to Zubac. He has gravity when he attacks the rim. So him getting all these assists has nothing to do with him stat padding. He's making the right plays. And people are upset at the fact that he has so much gravity and does make these right plays and gets the numbers. Why? I don't know. I have no clue. Media just hating. Media be some crazy haters, bro. Too fast, too strong, too much athleticism, along with the best motor ever. With elite IQ, Rose would be the best point guard of all time with multiple rings. I ain't gonna lie, bro. This may sound crazy, bro. This may sound crazy. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know what it is, but if Russ was from Serbia, he would be the greatest point guard of all time. I don't know what it has to do with these Euros that would make people just love certain players for their play styles and the numbers they put up. But if Russ in his prime was from Serbia, if he was from goddamn Iceland, right? If he was from Finland, if he was from New Zealand, he would be they'll say he's the greatest point guard of all time. They'll throw him over Steve Nash. They'll throw him over, put him, made damn near over Steph and Magic. I ain't gonna lie. That's dead ass facts, bro. If he was from one of them goddamn countries, they would be like, bro, oh my gosh, bro. It's just crazy. I just had to say that, bro. It's a fact. It is just a fact, bro. I had to say it. If Steve Nash had Russ's numbers, if Steve Nash literally had like Russ's numbers or some shit, or like one of the motherfuckers, it's true. Westbrook is wild. The only thing they would say is rings, but they would still say he's utterly great. Like, great to, and then even when it comes down to the rings, they'll just say his team. They didn't put the right team around him. Look at the team he had. I don't know why the narrative changes so much. They have a different love for Europeans. Europe's defense so much better. Bro, if you put prime Russ against Europe, it's not fucking with Russ. I don't know how to, whoa, hold on, I don't understand this. I don't know, that's crazy. I got to talk about this for a second. You said Europe's defense so much better. No, it's not, because the only thing that does look better in terms of defense is the fact they don't have that defensive 3 second. So they can have a big sitting inside the paint. One. That's the one thing in which it makes it seem like it. If we're talking individual defenders, name one European defender in the NBA that could lock down the perimeter. Name one on the perimeter besides Wemby, besides Giannis. And even Giannis has a little asterisk because he's not locking down every player on the perimeter, right? He doesn't really have that defensive movement. There's like no Euro player that could really lock down on the perimeter. Lock down the paint. Like Rudy, Wemby, Giannis. Those are all front court players. That's all. Euros more teamwork. Do you think Jokic got robbed last year for MVP award? Yeah, but players get robbed every year of the MVP. Every year it probably gets robbed for MVP. So it's all fucking fucked up. It's all fucked up. And also, I want to talk about Russ. Let's get right back locked in. He wouldn't be able to drive in Europe zone. Prime Russ. It's because the defense at 3 second. That's the only thing. It's not like we have legit better shot blockers. You just have a defense at 3 second. That's all it is. And he's still going to pull in defenses and kick out to get assists. I can guarantee you that. He may not get there and dunk every single thing and lay up everything, but he's going to get in there and pull in help and then kick out. He's going to get stupid dimes. That's a guarantee because they're not staying in front of Russ. Prime Russ? No. 2017 Russ? No. 18 Russ? No. Blow-bys. I don't give a fuck if you play him in the gap. Dart, blow-by, get into the paint, pull in help, playing in his zone, got everybody focused on the middle, kick out. It just is what it is. He may not be dunking on, he'll probably catch some bodies, I ain't gonna lie, because he got somebody sitting underneath the rim. His bounce was crazy. Like, go back and look at some of his dunks at OKC. That's just like, off 2, off 1, crazy, right? So, like, he's gonna get dimes at least. Prime Jokic or prime Russ, it's the thing is that we're gonna base Jokic and compare Jokic and Russ and their effectiveness based on the system they had around him. Jokic has a 10 times better system. Russ doesn't have that same system. He doesn't have the same unit. You know what I'm saying? Same dudes around him, right? So that meshed well with him. He was taking a bunch of players who were role players on his side, and he just had like Steven Adams, like Roberson and shit. You know what I'm saying? And then, like, he didn't really have much. But Jokic, at least, he got Jamal Murray, he got a Porter Jr., he got AG, like, he got an entire unit. So, It's tough to say that. It's tough to really be able to judge. But if you're just talking individuals, that's more of a conversation than people think. In his prime was all over the all-time games, all the shot making, and his shot making for a packed paint. I mean, the paint was packed because he had nobody next to him. He had no threats next to him. Like, everybody around him was just sorry. You know what I'm saying? Not like dumb sorry, but like it was just like nobody had real gravity. So he had a shit ton of more eyes focused in on him. So, and then maybe also a part of his game as to which he does play like that gold mentality, that unfilteredness. So, hold on, what'd you say right here? I can't see the full chat. Russ had Katie Harden, but I'm talking prime. I'm talking 17, 18. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking that Russ, where you seen him really step into his own. Because he did have Harden, he did have KD for those years, but the balance was split. You know what I'm saying? The balance was split. And so if like I said, if you got Russ at the forefront, because Russ and KD were clashing for that one spot, right? If you had a much better system and a team filled around a person of that caliber, right? Then it would be better to understand who he is, because it's not like Jokic has ever played with anybody that tried to take his spotlight, right? He ain't have none of those players. So that's what I mean by system, because he had talent around him. Did he have a well-oiled system? He ain't really had that. He had two players who was really trying to still battle for like, oh, I could do this too. You know what I'm saying? Like KD was there, it's like, bro, I'm still like one of them guys. You know, so it's not a built system, a built team around him. Locked in, we locked in once again. We locked in, right back locked in. So Russ is not a great shooter, but in certain situations, he's going to understand what type of shots can I make. And so I want you to look at Russ's footwork on these shots, right? Look, left foot down, right foot on the step in. Those are the shots that Russ could take in rhythm that's comfortable for him and can knock down at a good clip. Now watch the rest of his threes that he takes throughout the game, and also notice the percentage of that same exact footwork. I got him a few clips down, by the way. And with Russ just having a crazy amount of gravity at the rim, anytime he may end up getting into the paint, like he is about to do right here, and you see him get off his feet, he also understands the fact I don't have to just jump and go and score everything. I could purposely jump because it pulls in help defenders, and now I could drop off to Zubac, for example, here for him to get that late. So that jump pass was purposeful. Let me talk about this. Powell was gliding. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Powell was gliding. Powell got bounced, bro. People don't be peeping. Like, people like Norman Powell, they not just skill-wise. Like, skill-wise, he's also underrated. But, like, they'll just be athletic as shit as well. People don't even realize that, you know? So, the Suns are playing the zone right here. I want you all to notice this. So, with the Suns playing the zone, pay attention to how the court, or no, are they even playing the zone? No, they're not even playing the zone. But in a man-to-man, I thought they was playing the zone at first because the way they rotated it looked a little weird. And so understand, anytime Russ is at the top, his ability to scan the floor, impeccable. So when the ball ends up not being able to get to PG, goes to Terrence Mann, and now Grayson Allen has to front once again, Royce O'Neal now has to end up doing this, playing this backside. And now Zubac continue to go over here on the flash. And now what does Russ do? He catches, turns, scans, doesn't look to score. He scans, doesn't play into this gap, gets it down to Zubac. He catches before a 3-second and goes up, and now he gets that bucket. He's getting assists just by making smart plays. And these are the assists the media would say he's stat padding. It's just stupid, bro. Now notice this. Understand. I want you to look at the personnel on the floor. Understand. This is just understanding, like, opportunity one, but still at the same time, this is something you always got to see. And so just look at who's on the floor for Phoenix. Grayson Allen, Royce O'Neal, Devin Booker, Bradley Beal, KD, who's at the 5. And so you got Zubac, who's running the rim, bigger than everybody on the floor. And so Russ catches this, scans the floor, recognizes KD can't do shit about that. He's on his tail side, on that back side. Throws that straight in. Boom, Zubac, lefty with the hook, bucket. Another dime for Russ. Just simply scanning the floor as a point guard, prioritizing his teammates' opportunities, and when they're open, before his own. And this is the one thing about Russ I wish he did improve on in the summer. I really wish he did, because if he did, he would be unguardable. Yeah, his defense with the Lakers too. I talked about this like when he was with the Lakers and those streams and breakdowns I did, but his defense back then was still like top tier. And still top tier, like effort, not just effort, but also high IQ plays and all that stuff. Guarding 1 to 5. It's like, yo, like people don't even be talking about this. All they want to talk about is like all the negatives, bro. It's so sad. It's so sad to see. But if Russ learned how to do this one skill, he would literally be unguardable, right? So he gets to switch with Royce O'Neal. He has this gap, and he's going to do his infamous push cross. And now he ends up going to his right side. And with all the steam that he's built up here, you've got to get a lay. And one thing we know about lays, especially when you look at the best layers when it comes down to finishing at the rim, like Kyrie, he has a soft touch. Russ is unable to get into these drives, and then once he has all this steam from his body, disassociate his touch from his body, so now he gets a shot like that. He ends up just not even being able to finish that at the rim because his touch is just too aggressive because the amount of steam and how much his engine is built up going into that drive. If he learned that, it'll be tough as shit to guard. If you learn how to just lay with the soft touch with the hand, body still going aggressive and fast, it'll be so tough, bro. It'll be so tough. Work on what in the season, in the summer? This is just the touch overall. Disassociating the touch from his speed, right? Being able to control it essentially with that amount of speed. Let me put it like that. Put it like that. So even in possessions like this, I'm trying to tell y'all, you play Russ in the gap, it's going to make everything easier. Fresh off a timeout right here, by the way, right? Fresh off a timeout. Zubac empty on this right side. Russ gets this catch. Beal, he drops back, not influencing how he's throwing this pass. Zubac has all the room to be able just to outpower Royce O'Neal in the paint and then be able just to simply get a hook. And now Russ gets another dime. Too simple, bro. You try to, it's almost like Draymond at times, to where you sag back and you just let him. His ability to play make is just going to go through the roof, right? Draymond does have a better system where he has Clay and Steph and handoffs and all this other stuff. But when you do it with Russ as well, you're running these sets. He's got to make these reads. He's going to make all the reads, and he's going to make those passes. And I want y'all to know this. This is elite defense. I ain't gonna lie. This is tough. This is great defense. Great work right here. So notice, with Phoenix running this small ball lineup, right? You got. Let's just go from the top. I want to count names to start. So understand, Phoenix has Bradley Beal, KD, D Book, Royce O'Neal, Grace Allen on the floor, and the Clippers have a big, right? Jeremy, appreciate that sub. But look, and the Clippers have Zubac, who is a big. So of course they're gonna attack that matchup. But look what how the Clippers guard this, right? Look at how they guard this. What ends up happening, Royce O'Neal, who has Zubac, he goes up to the top. Terrence Mann switches as he goes forward. Now, Devin Booker steps up, tries to set that screen. Zubac communicates to Norman Powell. Norman Powell goes up to D-Book. And now what ends up occurring is that you can't even take advantage of the mismatch because the ability to communicate and keep him out of the play. And now, boom, slip out. Terrence Mann stunts out right here to Grayson Allen. Now what ends up happening, they get the miss. Great team defense. Now let's talk about Russ. This is where Russ has the most gravity in his game. And it's good luck guarding him, right? You backpedaling, he's going forward, he's going to get multiple eyes. And now Grayson Allen stunts out to where he thinks Terrence Mann is, but now he actually made that cut on this baseline. Dump down, he gets that too. And I ain't gonna lie, that's illegal in a motherfucker. Look at that. You seen that, bro? Look at this. This is crazy. This is most definitely illegal, bro. I don't know. They really let him get away with that shit right there. He pulled the net. That's crazy, bro. Hold on, let's talk about this. Russ will be in the GOAT debate with a few minor tweaks to his storyline. A few minor tweaks to his genetics. You put him in from Finland. If he says from Finland, bro, he's gonna be they gonna love him. Iceland, bro, any fucking land, bro. Just send him just anywhere but the states, dog. Anywhere but the states, dog. He's gonna be immaculate. If Russ said he was from Zimbabwe, bro, he could be from Africa. Not even Europe, bro. Just outside the U.S. They would be like he's a GOAT. If that's where he came up from, you know what I'm saying? But I want y'all to peep this. on this next play with Russ. Remember the footwork I showed y'all, how Russ is able to knock down shots. Notice the footwork here. Right foot down, left foot down, right foot on the step in. Boom, he shoots that. He's comfortable with that footwork. Y'all really got to understand. That's the ones he's going to take. And if you're a non-shooter, right? If you're a non-shooter, you really got to understand what footworks do I like to take? Which ones do I not like? And whatever one does feel a little better for you, those are the ones that you try to get to as often as you can, because you're going to get free to take shots very often as well. Let's go back right there as well. Boom. And now, next play down. I'm trying to tell y'all what these footworks. I'm trying to tell y'all. So just understand the fact that he's 2 for 2 with that left foot down, right foot step in. He gets this one right here. You want it. That's a high quality look for Russ. He's 2 for 2. He's comfortable with it. He likes the rhythm. Take those. Take those whenever you feel like it, right? Because those are the ones as to which are gonna feel good. You feel good, the shot's not gonna be a bad miss like it was right there, right? It's not gonna be no bad miss. Back rim, all in line, no problem. And now PG and KD. PG and KD was low-key battling anytime they was guarding. But what allows PG to be such a good defender is his ability to understand how he must use his hands and not foul. So when the ball gets thrown to KD here, PG circles around him, hollows out, reaches around, pokes the ball out, gets him further in that corner. But it's KD, dog. You know what I'm saying? As these dudes in the league, don't matter the space they have, where they are, they can still shoot that shit over the top. That's tough. And a lot of y'all do get reaching confused and do get a lot of foul calls because y'all always try to go through the body. Y'all try to go through contact to try to get to the ball. But you can't do that because it's going to be a foul every time. So, and now peep this right here. Peep this right here. This might be the only time they guard him one-on-one just because how much gravity he has, right? So when the defense decides not to stack up on Russ and pull in help like they've done numerous times before, this is how it looks like, right? Grayson Allen gets this switch. You leave him with this little bit of a gap, little bit of room. He's going to eat that up. You're just too small, bro. And you know what celebration he's going to do. You know what celebration he's going to do every single time. So that's what happens when you don't send help. And now when you do send help and he passes the ball, media, he says, oh, he's a stat batter. Crazy. And now here's what I want to talk about this. Hey, because y'all seen earlier, right? Y'all seen earlier the Suns was down by damn near 40. 19-point game. Eric Gordon on the left corner knocks that down. So now that turns into about 16-point game. And remember the footworks from Russ. Remember the footworks, right? He's about 2 for 3 right now with that left foot down, right foot step in, swing pass. And now what ends up occurring is that over help, swing to Russ, same type of step in, just off a little drift, right? I'm going to talk about that footwork and how to gain that and how to improve that, not just in terms of getting the reps up, but physically and gaining those and being able to have those physical requirements to be able to knock down these shots in the game on the Patreon very soon, practically really this week. So make sure y'all tune in, top of the chat, top of the description. And now Russ takes this one right here, ends up missing that one. But understand it's still a quality look for Russ because that's the one he likes. He's not shooting right, left. He's not shooting curls. He's not shooting reverse pivots, nothing like that. That's the only one he likes, so he's going to take those. So you got to find that for your own game. And now situations like this. These are situations where Russ gets turnovers for times where bigs and his teammates may just not be ready, right? Like passes like that, they may have heat, but if you're Zubac in the situation, right? If you're Zubac, whatever it is, Chewbacca, whatever, right? You got to just have your hands sitting here ready to go. Eyes on the ball whole time because you know when he gets into his lane, he going to throw it, right? And then he going to throw it with some heat. So for that shit just to slip right out your hands, head off right off your chest, you got to get those. You got to get those. And now PG right quick. Notice this. The only reason why PG could be able to get in these triple threat situations and have the ball over his head and y'all can't is because his ability to do this here. Is that when he goes from here being high, he could be able to go from high to now being low and getting into his attack, no problem. A lot of y'all aren't great at going from high then going to low, and you don't even have enough gravity and as much as a threat to where a defender is guarding you in this situation, and they know that you're a threat if you do try to take them out their pace, because they can't speed you up. So now PG ends up getting here, and as soon as he feels he wants to drive, boom, he goes, ends up getting a foul. So going from high to low, 1, and then also 2, being a threat enough to where defenders don't even try to speed you up because they know they can. When's the breakdown gonna end? I mean, we got about 2 minutes of clips left, so maybe like 5 to 10, maybe like 10 minutes max. 10 minutes max. But I want to talk about this as well. This is a move that's very oftentimes overlooked because players don't know the details and the nuances so that they could be able to capitalize on the move, right? To where they could get the best out of the move, which is a spin move ultimately, right? And so I want you to notice these 2 things, right? First and foremost, when you make a good spin, it allows you to use that arm as a seal, right? Hold that other player back and help bring you forward. And then 2, you also got to remember that on these steps, right? Notice where these are pointed to. This step right here, straight to this gap, right? Notice each one. This step right here, going through this gap. Next one down, boom, once again, going through that gap. Next one here, again, straight to that gap again. It's terrific to use when you have great angles, and also you're able to use that off arm as well to be able to help yourself get downhill and hold off your defender. And then Bones right quick. Let's talk about Bones. Bones really do be getting busy, right? Boom, bop, gotcha. But if he adds this, good luck guarding him. Where you attack, you gain the functional strength to where every time you jump, you're confident enough to go directly into the body of the defender before you even think about extending the ball out and getting a lay. He's damn near going to be in this motherfucker mixing people up like he Kyrie. And mixing them up and then getting the bucket as well, right? But if he also needs the opportunity to be able to test certain shit out and see how things work in the game and see what his game is like. So those situations like that, you just got to get body first, especially being smaller. Got to get body first. Forget about Brandon Boston. I've heard about him quite often. I ain't gonna lie. I've heard about him quite often. But I like, especially like in years going back, but he's not really playing much. So, but he is playing behind Kawhi and PG and Terrence Mann. Like, they have a shit ton of wings. You know, Norman Powell as well. So it's tough to get opportunity on competing teams. Like, you got talent, but like it's not gonna be until like if PG leaves or some shit to where he's gonna be able to get into that spot and they're gonna be like, oh shit, he's that good. You know, it's gonna be one of those situations. So I want y'all to understand this about PG as well. A lot of y'all want to be smooth like PG, but understand what comes with being smooth, right? Watch him cook. Watch PG get into his bag, right? Get into some of his moves. Is that when you decide to get into these attacks, contact right there and then. You go again, boom, contact, bump. Double teams. Can y'all even face pressure? I don't know if y'all can. He stays poised. Now he ends up getting right. More contact. Boom, get into his gap, more contact. Y'all don't even prepare yourself for what comes with that. So if you even want to be able to get yourself to that level, you got to work on your body. You got to work on your ability to remain poised, to be able to play with pace. And most importantly, you may not even need to be smooth. Maybe that's not even your game. So you could just automatically just abandon the concept of it in itself and just improve what you need according to what you're good at. Freshman on varsity or starter on JV? Starter on JV, I get to play. You're going to be a freshman on varsity. You're going to only learn how to play basketball the right way. And it's not a bad thing to only learn how to play the right way. You're going to play the game too careful, right? That's a detriment. And so you got to understand that if you're a starter on JV, you're free to make a lot more mistakes because it's not like you're trying to go to states or anything like that. This is for development. So the mistakes that you make will help build you to become a player that's not just a regular role player. You know what I'm saying? So I even see high school players teaming up and like playing on the same team, like Montverde with all these 5 stars. They're really hurting their future by playing with all together because they don't know how to be able to play on a team where it's just them and the defense is honed in on them, which is why Gil with Elijah, he's really going to be a problem because he actually put him in a situation where he's forced to be the best player and learn how to play with that from a young age. Other players, when they get to college, they're not going to know how to deal with it. And then before you know it, they're not even going to be seen playing at all or anything. So, quicker shifty than smooth, because being smooth can sometimes be predictable. I mean, you're blending concepts and terms that all really damn near coincide with themselves. But it's I don't know. It's weird. It's a would you rather, but it's like damn near all damn near the same. You gotta have some sort of smoothness to be quick and shifty, or quick or shifty. But I mean, if it's just literally quick, being push crosses and shit, I mean, that's more predictable if you ask me, because somebody who's smooth with creativity can connect a bunch of shit together that you could even fathom, right? If you're quick, say like a Russ or an Ish Smith, you know that they're gonna get into that speed shit. So it definitely is more condensed and could keep you more efficient. Let me say that. If you're quick. Shifty, on the other hand, shifty requires smoothness. So peep this. So look, right? Look what happens. Russ sends Norman Powell through on this baseline, right? So even being off the ball, he's commanding the floor and making sure that everybody is where they got to be. So when Russ gets this pass here, Terrence Mann on the cut through, PG on this back screen, this left side is open, meaning that PG on this catch, I could use this to my advantage, because if I want to turn that corner, I could, but KD cuts it off. So now once I get right back squared, and now we're playing in this ISO once again, I have this much space between him and I. And so what ends up occurring now is that when PG gets here, he has room to get into that step back. Despite KD's length, he has enough space, got to his bucket, because you got the floor space properly before he even got into his attack. And now here, hold on. I want y'all to peep this. Notice this. I want to talk about KD for a second. Let me get some water, because we better be done. So notice this, right? So look, Norman Powell has the ball. KD picks up on Norman Powell. Watch KD. He points left, he points right. That tells you that KD is worried about Paul George, and he's worried about Westbrook. And he's not worried about who he has to guard, which is, yo, Reverb, appreciate that sub. And he's not worried about who he has to guard, which is Norman Powell with the ball. So what does this tell Norman Powell, right? You're standing completely vertical. You have no defensive base. You're not worried about me. I'm going to take matters into my own hands, attack you downhill, and I get to my bucket, right? Despite the height. So, boom, you got to understand little things like that. Read your defender, and don't try to refer to other players so much, or to defer to other players so much when you have opportunity yourself. And now peep this. This is where we're really going to get into the closeout of this game, because this is a 7-point game now. 9-point game now, right? So notice, Russ, late in game, he ain't playing with no ego, by the way. Understand. Late in game, Russ ain't playing with no ego. He's not trying to be the closer. Points out to Terrence Mann, PG, you get your matchup. Help close this game out, right? So boom, he ends up getting Grayson Allen. And so what ends up occurring now is that Russ cuts through. And now what happens? Beal turns. He has to now leave. And that creates a double gap to PG's left side, which is something as to which, when I was in AAU, we ran that shit all the time. That shit was cooking. I ain't gonna lie, it's cook a lot of teams, because you have so much room to be able to turn the corner. So now PG can now get middle, and boom, what ends up happening? Foul call. He gets to the line. And by the way, most importantly, they're in the bonus right now. They're in the bonus, so remember that for going forward. And now PG. Hold on, let's talk about PG. Defense, right? Understand. This is what defensive discipline looks like. Look at PG. He steps over. Beal is going downhill with all this steam. PG jumps backwards. So even if Beal went up, wouldn't be a foul call. He's going away from contact. And now as this ball gets swung around from Eric Gordon to Grayson Allen, PG now ends up being the person to step over on help. Drop down to Bradley Beal. Look at what PG does. He walls up, straight up, hands up. Doesn't even try to block the shot. And notice what result he gets just because of it. Ends up getting not just one miss, but two, and then also getting the stop. That's defensive discipline on contest. And now right back to Grayson Allen. Understand, fourth quarter is matchup time. So now, once again, you get Grayson Allen on this right wing. And now you got Devin Booker. Notice Devin Booker. He's sitting here on his nail. And now you got KD, who's not sitting there as a help defender because Terrence Mann is still moving. So just scanning the floor, I got D-Book, who's just sitting here on his nail. Why would I go middle? KD's not really focused. I go right, stop, bring back shot. Makes my move simpler when I understand where I have space. He just understood who was where, how defenders were guarding, got straight to his shit. Now even notice this right here. Notice that left arm. I try to tell you all this all the time. Notice this left. He pushed it, brought it out a little bit. No extension. Just let him right to his spot. Let him right to that spot. Right back to this, though. Right back to this. Right back to Russ. Pete. Russ now on the screen with D-Book. Grayson Allen is out the game. He got a new matchup. And remember what I said about the bonus, right? Remember what I said about the bonus. He don't even need to try to get a pure bucket because when he drives aggressively, being in the bonus at this point in time, you end up fouling, I just go straight to the free throw line. Ain't no problem. Ain't no problem. Now, last couple of possessions right here that practically close the game out. Notice. When you actually communicate like Russ did right there on that screen, notice. Really notice this, right? When you actually decide to talk on screens like Russ is about to do right here, you could allow this player to guard better because now what happens is that they know a screen is coming to their left side. So what could they do? Anticipate that crossover coming and going back to their right side. Y'all got to really communicate and start talking. And so now what happens? Offensive side, we got that stop. Russ now work my way to this right. Let me get this to PG in the middle of the floor. And when I give it up to PG, I'm not just going to give it up and just cut straight through blindly. I give it up, understand the fact that he has gravity. And now I continue to sit back, don't cut too fast. I get that catch right there. Boom, give us that 2. Thought you had a 30, 40-point comeback brewing? Nah, you don't. That's Russ's 16, 15, and 15 game without Kawhi and James Harden against a healthy Suns team without Nurkic. He's still effective, by the way, and he don't stat pad. So that's the end of this breakdown. What's good, RSF? We about to be live again on Friday, 4 p.m. EST. I'm going to be sharp and be locked down, make sure I'm on time. And make sure that y'all sacrifice y'all present self. And make sure also before you even do that, join the Patreon for one-on-one coaching, for breakdowns, for DM messaging, all that stuff. Jump shot breakdowns, formulate your whole schedule, workouts, all that stuff. Make sure you join Patreon, top of the chat or top of the description. But make sure also that you sacrifice your present self and invest into your future self and do everything you need to do to get to where you're here to be. So discipline or regret.